Hello, long time no see. I was just taking a break from YouTube for a bit, because I was pretty regular with filming there for a bit. But just life happens, and you just kind of end up doing other stuff and drop other things, and YouTube was one of those things that got dropped. So, I have a huge mess here. This mess has been here for many, many months. Maybe September, maybe August. I can't really tell you because it's been a minute. Um, so I thought we could do like let's go through all of these. Because I'm in that mindset right now where I'm thinking about going through what I have and deciding what stays for next year, what's going, all that fun stuff. So I'll start off with this mini 6 plotter. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got the card zip. I'm not sure what you call this. Like, I call it just like a zipper pocket. It's got like the flyleaf, and I have kept the original like papers that came with it. I have a divider and some papers. I got like a goals one where you write your goal and then you mark off if you've completed it. And I just have some like project paper, and then I have the little project folders where you can hold your project paper, so they're like private. And I have the closure with, it's like a divider with like the elastic closure, and then the other like flyleaf, and then the other side of that zipper pocket. And this, as you could tell, is brand new. It's like still got like that scratchy. This is the like wire brushed. I forget what it's called. Santa Fe leather or something. Anyway, I was thinking about switching to this. I currently use my Mini 5, and you can tell like its patina is really nicely. It's nice and smooth now. It's not like scratchy. This is like a suede-ish, and this was also sort of suede, but it's now nice and smooth, and the green is really showing. Like before it was green, but like it could have been gray too, but now I think you can really see the green, and you can really see that patina, how much darker from where this binding is. And I love the little indentations from the rings. But in here I have like, I just got I have some paper and I write notes and whatnot. And then I have these little like holographic flyleaves, which are not for this. Like, I just bought them like a one-off. But in here I have little card pockets where I keep my credit cards and cash if I decide to have cash, which I don't usually have cash, but I could if I wanted to. And the reason I'm thinking about switching, even though I love this thing, like you can tell, this has been used. I carry this around every day. I like this because I can literally carry it in my pocket if I wanted to, without needing like a purse or anything. But I cannot find any of the accessories for this. Every time I go, they're sold out. And I was doing a hair tie, but the hair tie like falls off, and I'm just scared. Like, even though these like card pockets have a little flap, I'm just scared that a card will fall off. So I may switch into this bigger one for the new year, but I'm not 100% like decided yet. But this is really, if you like little tiny like notebooks and things like this is a really nice investment. And this was like the wire brushed leather. They both were. I think the leather was called Santa Fe, but don't quote me on that because I'm really bad with names. Like, even people, like, I forget all the time. And this is just my like accessories for my six ring one. And then they come with like the protective covers. So I just really like the design of this box, so I'm keeping it. Let's try to get through this quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. Let's go over what matters. This doesn't matter. This is just a little scratch pad that I had. This is my work like carry-all. I usually have this at work. But my like notebook collection at work is just, you know, out of control. Like out of control. Isn't that cute? My boss drew them. So instead I'm gonna use this for here, but I just don't know like what I want to use this for yet. But I love this system. I've been using it for years. I love that you can hold multiple notebooks. The notebooks themselves are not like a true A5. They're kind of weird and they're expensive. So that would be the only downside. But if you cut notebooks down, then that wouldn't be an issue. And I like that it has the elastic closure and it has like space for you to put stuff. I think it has sticky notes in here or something. Yeah. So yeah, I might use this in the new year. We'll see. This is yet another, like, I don't even know what you call these. They're not quite A6, or maybe they are. No, because this is A6. And it's just like a bit slim, so A6 slim. It's too big to be a passport, but I have some notebooks in here. Mostly Travelers Company, like I have sticker release paper and other assorted notebooks. And I have a sketchbook in here. I am currently using another A6 for like creative stuff, so even though I love the leather on this is gonna get retired because I don't really need another one of these. I just keep it ready in case I want to jump into this if I get bored of my other one, but yeah, this is a retire. We're not going to be using this much, I don't think. And this is definitely just retired, and I'm just procrastinating, like accepting that. You know, when you're like, you know, you're not really using it, but you're like, but I want to use it, but I'm not drawn to using it. So I really love this cover, and this worked really well for a really long time. And then somewhere in, I don't even remember what month we're in now, in August, second week of August, third week of August, third week of August, I completely, like, that was it. Like, it was just a clean break. I had used all the back pages for dailies in the beginning of the year. I think the last one was 4-5, 4-6. Yeah, 4-6 was the last one. Duh, I have it right here. So I used pretty much all of it, and we just have this much left. So this is a retire, and I might hold on to the cover because I have my Junji Ito weeks that I want to use, which I think I can use starting next week. But yeah, this was really fun. This is one of the few weeks I actually like was in for several months. So yeah, the cover will be reused. This little guy is gonna get retired. And then we have this. This was made by me. And I am starting a philosophy curriculum. Then I wanted to have like a character profile character profile and novel outline, which I did do an outline in here, and that's about it. It was supposed to be like for NaNoWriMo, and that totally left me. And then this was just like random journaling. And then this is like herbology, word of mouth, like things that I've learned. And then this is just free writing and poetry. I have not been drawn to writing poetry in here. I've actually been really drawn to writing it in my phone via dictation. So, but this leather is just from Amazon, and I, cut it to size and added what I wanted. It's very similar to gallon leather, which I am fine with because I like gallon leather. But I just wanted this to be a bit more a drier leather. This is a very supple. It says vegetable tan, but this feels like it's an oil based leather. It's got like that pull, when you pull your oil leathers. I think this is really cool. I don't know how that happened, but I'm grateful for it. Will I use this? I think I will, but more like as a second cover for this. This is not Louise Carmen, which I paid, as they say in Spanish, like the left eye of my face. It's like the same. That's what I paid for this because it was literally so expensive and literally not worth it. I have talked about it, how like the edges aren't burnished, which I think is like the price. It still pisses me off, to be honest. It still stinks. I don't know what they dyed this with, but it smells like hot garbage. It does not smell like luxury leather, which is what I was expecting for this price point. I think that the inside, I've already talked about this, but this, the inside partition, I'm not sure what you call this, the pockets, it's very beautiful, but it's not what I picked for this. They sent the wrong one, which is fine, but it's just not something I would have picked for myself. And I was just so over it that I didn't want to fight with them about getting the right one, so whatever. I have these charms. And this was for my spiritual practice, but I think I will be using this because I need to get use out of this, and just because of what I invested, I need to get my investment back. And so I have these sketch notebooks, which I forgot who, I don't remember who was the illustrator who used these and recommended them. I'm very sorry, but they took forever to get here, this name brand, and it's like in French and maybe German, I'm not sure. But anyway, I digress. I'm like here chatting it up, but anyway, I won't even get through the whole opening this. This is meant for this, and so that's what I'm gonna be using. So for like sketching, I will be doing some writing. I want to get back to upcycling my notebooks like this, like I used to. This is where I wrote my morning pages for many years, like literal years. So I would like to make some of these. So what I'll do is I'll keep this in here as well as a reminder of like the kinds of notebooks that I want to make. But you see how like it just won't close after you do that? That was the other part that was like really annoying to me. But whatever. You're supposed to be able to fit 6 notebooks in here, and right now I have 5. So yeah, I think it's like poor advertisement on their part. And I have a Sagittarius charm on here. Ew, like that. This is getting really long, so I apologize. I'm trying to like hurry through. This I created here with you guys. I believe it's like a dupe for the Love and Trip. And I was doing mostly like junk journaling in here. I did some like collage work. Honestly, I don't know why I stopped using this, if I'm honest. But I'm not going to give up on this because it's really cute. So I think I will try to find a use for this in the coming year. It's just my vibe, you know, like this is made by me for me. And I have a little locket. So this is another one where I really want to, oh no, it came off. That's very sad. I may have to iron it. Anyway. Oh, it's gonna get lost now. Hold on. Let me put it in here. There we go. Anyway, I will find use for this. I want to. This was a side quest. And I did okay for a few weeks, like July through to August. Did some in September, and then we stopped. And then my other thing was that I wanted to do book like reviews in here. So like Two Twisted Crowns, and then come back here and write. Like these are all the books that I read, but I didn't really keep up with this. But I want to do like my own separate notebook for bookish things. So this is a retire, sadly. I just don't feel called to use it. And this was an old common planner that I was using as like really no rhyme or reason in here. Journaling or writing stuff, journaling, random stuff. I'm gonna retire this. I have a sketch practice now, but it's in a Moleskine, the extra large one. So it's working, and so I don't want to mess with it. So these are gonna be retired because there's no point. And then I have all this garbage. Oh look, pens that I thought I'd lost. We're getting really good here. This was a notebook that I cut pretty badly, if you can tell. It's like very whatever, but I hated the size. This is like kind of a weak size. I hated it. I was like, why did I do this? Why did I ruin a perfectly good notebook? So this is like a scratch paper now. I'm not using this anymore. I hate it. I hate the size. This is my weeks, or what am I saying? My cousin. It's the full year. I stopped working in here, I would say around July. I did some stuff, but then I like stopped. I kept trying. I kept trying to experiment and do things, and I think this is the official, like, I stopped August. And I do have one for next year, and it's a VAC. So I will always try again with my Hobonichi cousins, because even though I don't always fill them, what I do feel is such a it's just so fun. It's just so fun to go back and look. I can't help myself. So I do lose momentum, and I feel like that's just my thing. Like, I lose momentum, and I'm okay with that. So this is retired until next year's. Oh my, we are almost there. This is just the new cover that I have. I don't have my day designer on me. I've been using the day designer pretty consistently. This is just an extra one that I have. But yeah, this cover will be reused, so this is not retired. And then I'll do a few more, and then I'm gonna stop because it's a lot. Then I have this scratch pad notebook thingy, which was also a companion in this for my day designer, and I ended up changing around my day designer, which I'll do a whole separate video on, because that's, let me tell you, that's a whole thing. So I'll just keep it there so I don't forget. This is an art / junk journal, but mostly these are from Megan's stickers. There's a lot of color play in here. There's really not a lot of writing, and a lot of these are used for my zine work, like as backgrounds. So this is fun, and this I'll keep using, because every once in a while I just need to like play with the watercolor to keep myself sane. And I think that's it. These are all like Carmen notebooks, Louise Carmen. So I may just put these back in the Louise Carmen. This is yet another traveler's notebook that I was writing. I have writing, mostly archived morning pages. So this is gonna get retired as well. I should probably like keep these separate. And then this stuff is not related to like what we're doing here. Here's another Carmen notebook. I forget how many I got. Okay, so this is the last few ones. So this is a Moleskine Expanded that I was just getting ready to use, but I never actually started using it. I started using another Expanded. So this is retired, but not the pen. This is retired too until I have use for another cover and a new Moleskine Expanded. And this, which I think you've seen sitting on my desk a few times, my sister got me this from Italy, and those are my initials. And in here I have 3 of my fountain pens. Nothing fancy. I have a Kakuno. Forget the color, but it was like really hard to find, and I'm like searched everywhere for it. It's empty currently. And then I have this, I think this is a, what do they call those? Jinho, right? A Jinhao. This is a Jinhao, and it's empty, as you can see. So that's that. And I believe this one is also a Jinhao, right? Wait, hold on. This is a Hongdian. So I don't have a lot of like expensive pens in here. Also, I thought this was a Rolly, but it's not. It's one of these. I just really love like that oil slick. And these are all relatively inexpensive. I would say $20 or less, which makes no sense why I have it in this really expensive, beautiful half leather closure. But I don't know. Just thought they looked nice in there, so that's where they are. Also, my little girls just will not stay standing, so they can just stay on their backs like that. And then finally, the last funeral related thing I will go through with you is because I found it at Goodwill for $3.99. And I think this is like a Kindle or some kind of like, and I believe this one's like leather. I don't know who the brand is, but it's really beautiful. Inside it's like a felt. I'm so surprised this doesn't have like a marking somewhere. It's really nice quality. And it has like this little thing back here. So yeah, I just wanted to show that because it was such a nice find. I don't know where this crease came from, but I have had it sitting on here with something on top of it for 3 months. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and my randomness, as you might be already familiar with if you've watched the channel. I'm taking suggestions for videos. I will do a video on my current planner setup. It will be a very probably long-winded one because I have been struggling hardcore with my plannering at the moment. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.